Boom. Alrighty. Welcome back to another ASU preview. After all, we are an ASU podcast. Go Sun Devils. Tough week last week with a loss at home to the Houston Cougars, who, as we're learning, are a mighty team. But definitely a winnable game. Should have won that one. We should be 7-1, and yet we're 5-3. So this week got a tough matchup at Iowa State. Obviously, we're going on the road without Sam Leavitt, and it looks like Jordan Tyson is officially doubtful, which is not good. So we'll be down our two best players against a tough defense in a tough environment where it'll be honestly beautiful. It's going to be like 47 degrees, but it'll be sunny, which I think will bode well for us. If it was an overcast day, I think the weather would have more of an impact on us than I would like it to. But yeah, let's dive in. We'll dive headfirst into it. Sam Leavitt's not playing. How confident are you guys in Jeff Sims' ability to lead this offense?
Not confident at all.
Okay, why?
Why, with just how he came out against Utah. Missed a lot of easy throws. I know he had a better performance when he came in last week, but our main X factor has been Sam Leavitt and how he's been able to elevate us. And just with Jeff Sims in and Jordan Tyson more than likely out, I don't think we have enough difference makers to make up for those losses against a really good Iowa State football team.
Minorly confident, not very confident. I think you need to see Jeff Sims carry the ball a lot. And I don't even mean no shade to Raleek, but when Jeff Sims is in the game, Jeff Sims is probably our best runner of the football. He gives us a size component that we just don't have outside of him. And I think the other thing we need to do is just take plenty of shots downfield. Utilize his big arm, try to get Malik McClain into some one-on-one situations for jump balls. But, yeah, that's not very confident. And, I mean, we've watched every game Jeff Sims has played. He's not the reason we lose the games. It's right. Everyone else sucks when Jeff Sims plays quarterback.
Yep.
That's another thing to worry about.
If he did not play a snap last week, I would sit here and say I am not confident at all in Jeff Sims. If I had to put the confidence scale out of 10, I'm going to go 2.5.
Dang.
Not that confident. Yeah, I know, very confident. And this is why. I honestly would have gone higher, but I am basing my scale off of the final drive against Houston when there was about 2:08 left in the game on the north side of the 2-minute warning. We were backed up at the 5-yard line, which is crazy. How do you fair catch that? Just let it bounce. Regardless, I remember feeling like I don't think this drive is going to go anywhere. And that's purely because Jeff Sims was at the helm. And it was because I knew he wasn't going to just take off and run when he had a lane because he was going to try and make the throw. And he's not the greatest thrower of the football. He's decent. He's got a decent arm. He's got a really strong arm. But he's not, the most. He won't wow you with his accuracy. I thought he made some pretty good throws against Utah, but he also made some really bad throws against Utah. He was pretty good in the quick game against Houston, on the few drives he did play. But the mistakes he makes usually overcome or overshadow the good things he does. So it's hard. I don't want to sit here and just be like, yeah, we have no chance, because I think Jeff Sims he's a veteran quarterback. He can play the position at a high level. Mm-hmm. And I think with the playbook open to him, giving him the reins and saying all right, let's see what you have. Let's see what you got, right? Then he would benefit greatly. I also would love to see some Cam Dyer in this game. You know what I mean? See what we have for the future. Get us excited a little bit. Like if Leavitt is,
if he comes in, it's probably not going to be a good situation.
right. I mean, but my thought is
Probably
like
means something did not go well in the game.
Yeah.
either something didn't go well or Jeff Sims took a rib shot and isn't feeling so good, so he's got to come out and Cam Dyer comes trotting in. I would love that. Not for Jeff Sims to get hurt,
exciting.
obviously, but I would.
At that point of the year where it's like next year time.
Right. I'm not even thinking about next year because I think Leavitt will come back.
Unless he goes to LSU.
No. We'll keep that out of here. This is the ASU side of the podcast.
Imagine if Jaden Daniels goes to LSU and wins a Heisman, and then Sam Leavitt does the same thing.
I'd cry.
No words.
Yeah, that's devastation, anger, resentment.
We'd say, why don't we get a coach in here that can get us a Heisman winner?
Oh, and then that coach is the guy. Yeah.
Shout out Kenny. Go ahead.
Yeah. Shout out Kenny Dillingham. Anyway, I think if the defense can play motivated football, our defense can dominate against Iowa State. We have not shown that. I mean, in the sample size we have where Jeff Sims was at quarterback, it looked like the defense didn't trust him, so they were just like, oh, crap, we got punched in the mouth, and our offense isn't going to punch back, so we're just going to continue to get punched and just hope nothing gets worse. And then it got way worse. So Utah kicked our teeth in, and they kept kicking our teeth in, and then right when you thought they were done kicking our teeth in, then Burt Ficklin came in, continued to kick our teeth in a little bit. Moved the ball just fine. Pretty sure they scored a touchdown with him in the game. Yeah, just fine. Like nothing even changed. But something's different about this game. Pride is on the line, right? If we can, now it's like win out, right? The goal is now try to win 9 or 10 games, make this season look better than it was. If you can have back-to-back 10-win seasons, amazing. That's amazing. And the rest of our schedule after Iowa State is very doable. Like, I mean, you have West Virginia at home, then Colorado on the road, and then at home against U of A to finish out. U of A is our toughest test at that point. If we win this week in a crazy upset, why can't we? You know what I mean? So, and we have a bye week next week to get Sam Leavitt healthy and Jordan Tyson healthy, give him another week off. I almost say, like, part of me thinks that's why Jordan Tyson probably isn't playing, you know, is so they're looking forward to the bye week. They're saying Sam's already not playing, Leavitt's not already playing. Let's not risk Jordan Tyson re-aggravating that hamstring. Those things linger. Give him another week this week, and then give him all of next week to get healthy, get some limited practice in the following week, and get him right for West Virginia. You could even sit him for West Virginia. You know what I mean?
I don't think so.
Yeah, but I think he'll get out there.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
West Virginia, they took TCU down to the wire this weekend.
I know they did.
They're starting to get things righted a little bit.
Yeah. What's that kid's name? Fox?
Scotty Fox Jr.
or something like that. Yeah. Anyway, so I actually have ASU winning this game, but I'm also a hopeless ASU fan, hopeless optimist. It is a tough thing to be, especially when you're down your starting quarterback and your number one receiver and you can't run the football.
Yep.
Yeah. When you're down your best offensive lineman, your starting running back from the beginning of the season's out.
Yep. And we're
starting
dealing with
quarterback's out,
a
receivers
Big 12
out.
powerhouse that's getting healthy
You're out your
at the right time.
best
And we're getting
safety, your
hungry.
other safety's out for the first half.
Mhm.
Prince Dorba might not play.
He's gonna play, but it's not.
He'll
gonna
play,
be good.
yeah. But it's not the same.
Yeah, but just like you said, with all that being said, with looking at it on paper, we look really outmatched. But these are the games that we find a way.
Yep.
So, yeah, just based on the information we have now on paper, pregame analysis, yes, we look very outmatched. Yes,
We lose the
We don't have
underwear
much,
Olympics in this one.
but
I don't know. Jeff
find a
Sims
way.
is a good off-the-bus player.
You're right. Yeah, you're right. He's a great off-the-bus player.
yeah, he looks.
First guy off the bus kind of guy.
And so much stature.
Yeah. Just to
He looks like a ball
absolute
player.
unit. Yeah, I know. He looks like Cam Newton getting off the bus right there.
I think BYU drew the line. They paved the way for what ASU needs to be offensively.
Yeah.
I mean, because Bear, with the way his talent is a very similar game to what Jeff Sims does. Now, I think he's a better player than Jeff Sims, but I'm saying skill types are very similar. Yeah. I mean, Jeff Sims got to be carrying the ball 15-plus times, and we got to be utilizing the downfield passing game. I mean, Parker Kingston and Chase Roberts had over 100 yards receiving. There are going to be opportunities to take shots down the field. We did that last year against Iowa State. There are going to be opportunities this year.
It's got to be a lot of design runs, but also, like you said, that wrinkle of really getting 15-plus carries to Jeff Sims could open things up and push, open things up in the downfield passing game. As long as Jeff Sims hits Jaron Hamilton, he's going to be open.
Yeah. Malik McClain coming off his best performance. I honestly think Malik McClain might be one of those guys that he needs to be the guy to have the confidence.
Right.
Like if he's just a guy, he might question his own ability, but when he's the guy, he'll turn it on. So I think he'll show up well. We need to see a better game out of Jaron Hamilton. I think we will. Yeah. And then with
less mental mistakes.
Zachariah Sample is another burner who I would love to see get a deep target and come down with it. But we have
but those are the kinds of reps that you see from these guys early in the season, and it gets coached out, it gets corrected. It was only the second game last week, so third game, you probably expect a little better performance from Sample, but
we have all the speed on the field to be able to win downfield. So like Arroyo, we gotta just dial it up. Give the boys a chance. Let's go down swinging.
I think Jeff Sims is going to have 300-plus in this game.
Dude, I'd love it. I think he's a good player.
I
want him to end his college career on a positive note.
I would too.
I hate how he went out at Nebraska. He hasn't played the way he wants to at ASU yet. And for a guy with all the aspirations he had early in his Georgia Tech career, I want to see him go out on top.
Yeah, me too.
For him.
Yeah.
But we got an uphill climb. Dominic Orange sitting right there in the middle of the defense. Yeah. Makua Pule. Our starting center.
Is that his name?
Yeah. I heard he was a walk-on. Yeah, he's going to have his hands full with Wade Helton and Kyle Scott. They're all three going to have their handful trying to block that guy in the middle. A big citrus.
I think you just about covered it.
Yeah. It's definitely an uphill battle. Yes, uphill both directions. This is not an easy matchup for us, especially given the hand that we've been dealt. So that being said, who are some of the guys that have to step up for ASU to get a win this weekend?
Outside of all the guys we already named on offense, I'll just...
Everybody?
Yeah.
Right. I'll say the defensive line.
Yeah,
we have to
really
be able to
Prince
get pressure. Yeah. Somebody has to win and get pressure on Rocco Beck. Because, we're out Miles Rouser the first half. Their offense moves the ball very well. They're getting Carson Hansen back. Abu Sama's a big-time running back. And Rocco Beck can air that thing out. We need somebody to win on the defensive line. Doesn't matter who it is. Somebody has to be a winner.
All right. So somebody. You think that guy's going to be Clayton Smith, Justin Waddle?
I don't think it's going to be Clayton Smith.
Clayton Smith has been so disappointing.
Yeah. He had one great drive against Baylor, and then outside of that, really has just kind of been a non-factor. It was elegant.
He hit one spin move. He's like, oh, shoot, I can do that.
Right. So let me tuck that thing back in there.
Yeah.
For a week like this.
Yeah. On a 3rd and 14, you got to bring that back out.
Right. Yeah. I want him so badly to be the player that we thought he was going to be. You know what I mean? We root so hard for Clayton Smith.
Yeah.
And it hasn't been quite what we had hoped. And that could be our fault for putting such lofty expectations on him. Dorba has lived up to it. Yeah. But Watley had one great pass rush against Houston where he just cooked the O-line that he was in one-on-one with and got right back there. And I don't even remember if we got a sack on it, but
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, and then I think it was Jacob Rich Kungaika and him. But
Yeah.
I love our interior D-line. You know, I love CJ Fight. I love
They're
Jacob.
not pass rushers, though.
No, they just fill run gaps. Or
We
run
got to
lanes.
create pressure.
Yeah, so I think it's going to be how creative can Brian Ward get and how creative can Marcus Arroyo get. This game is going to be won by our offensive and defensive coordinators.
Yep. You got to throw those wrinkles in that we need.
Yeah, because if we're throwing wrinkles in there and they're just not working, all right, at least we tried
At
it.
least you learned something.
Right, you know what I mean? But what I don't want to see is just like mundane football being played and it not working because we can't execute against guys who are clearly better than us.
Yep.
So I'd love to see some wrinkles, some double passes, whatever it takes to get the
Pull
ball down the
everything.
field.
You got to pull everything.
Pull out the stops. This is the game you have
I
to
wanna
win
see,
because if you win this one, you can win out and you could be a 9-3 football team.
From
at the end
first
of the
and
year.
goal from the 4, I want 4 Jeff Sims.
Yep, QB power.
QB powers.
Yeah.
Yep.
Jet motions and all that fun stuff. I need.
Right. And then on third down, right when you think they're going to do it a third time, pop pass.
You do it again.
No, you do it again.
Do it again.
You do it until it doesn't work, and then Iowa State has the ball.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
And then you do it more after that.
You do your wrinkle on first down,
Yeah.
and then keep it in the back of their head, and then you're running power the whole time.
Yeah.
And then in the back of their head, they're like, "Oh, what's coming?"
They're like, what's going to happen next?
They're gonna
First
do
time you
something
show
else.
it, first time I love that philosophy. Well, first time you show it, you show the play action,
Mhm.
and then every time you're in the goal to go situation, you show the power. So every time somebody's watching film going forward, they're seeing that pass, but we're not running it. We're running the ball down your throat.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But you got to think about it.
I would love that. Yeah. Anyway, this is going to be such a hard game for us to win. In terms of players, I think are going to step up. I think Miles Rouser is going to have a Shamari Simmons type impact coming in the second half. You know what I mean? Like against Texas, when he came in and totally wrecked the game. That's what I think Ghost is going to do. He may get his first interception this year in this game.
Yeah, that would be
Is
nice.
this cast still on?
He's going to catch it with the
He
cast
didn't
on.
play with it on last week, didn't he? Yeah, I would love to see that. I just don't think he's the same
Players, Shamari.
player that Shamari is, like, impact-wise.
Yeah.
But to me, that player is Boogie Wilson.
Yeah, I'd love for him to have a big one. Huge game.
But missing Miles is going to be tough because that means, probably Montana Warren starts the first half.
He's
So
played good ball
He
the
has
last
played
2
well,
weeks.
but if Montana goes down, it gets pretty drastic after that.
Yeah.
So missing Miles is not something we want to do
No, not at all.
because he's still an important piece.
If we can be like within one score by halftime,
Oh my gosh,
that would be amazing.
elated.
I need a 13-7.
Yeah,
If we're gonna be
13-7.
honest with how this game's gonna go, it's like we're gonna surprise ourselves by how like in the game we are, but we're not gonna make the plays.
Yeah.
And then by the end of the game, we're gonna say like we should have won that game by like 3 scores, the same way we've been saying all season.
Hey, as long as we find a way.
Just find a way. Just find a way. Alrighty. Well, we'll wrap it there. I mean, we're just on the south side of 20 minutes, so I think that's a good place to stop.
Beautiful.
We're going to – I mean, you guys have Iowa State covering for the sake of ASU
Yes.
because you guys have been wrong about ASU almost every week, according to what you said. I don't believe that. I'd have to go back and look at the tape.
I'll pick ASU next week.
Yeah. Unless it works.
We got to win the bye week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
It just clicked. I got you. Thank you for saying that. I would have been totally lost.
Raleek Brown out for the bye week.
Right. But think about it. Next week, we're going to have a shorter pod because we won't have a ASU preview.
Yep.
Yeah. So, anyway, thank you guys for watching up to this point. If you've made it this far, give us a follow on all of our social at GiveBackTTG, at GiveBackTTG on all platforms, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. We're going to be posting some more content coming up soon. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Right now we're at 117 subscribers, and we're on the march to 1,000. So you could be part of that. Help us get to our goal, and like this video, share it with your friends, family, anyone who's an ASU fan who wants to see some more analysis of the game and what we think as tried and true diehard ASU football fans. So that being said, it's going to be either a really hard week because of what is expected, or it's going to be an awesome week because we did the unexpected. So go Devils. Enjoy the game on Saturday. Be safe. Peace.